Hello class, my name is Damon Dumoulin, and today I'll be talking about outsourcing US jobs. So one day I decided to clean my shoes and I noticed a tag that said it was made in China. So I decided to search that up, and the term that came out was, Google searched that up, and the term that came up was outsourcing. So then I began to realize what were the positives and negatives, and it made me more aware of how it affected our society. Now I'll define what outsourcing is all about. From the New Oxford American Dictionary, outsourcing, it defines outsourcing as the action or practice of obtaining a good service from an outside source. But that may sound a little confusing, so I'll probably paraphrase that a little bit better. Outsourcing is basically a job being placed from the U.S. to another country because it has cheaper labor. That's like comparable to, say, buying a burger from Red Robin's compared to McDonald's. You'd rather go to McDonald's because it's cheaper, but you get better quality from Red Robin's because it's more expensive. Alright. Although moving jobs may sound bad, outsourcing does have its positives in the United States. Now I'll address the positives of outsourcing jobs. I shall use the United States as an example because we're all from here. I'm pretty sure you want to know more. One positive reason is businesses save money by finding cheaper labor. Example would be Nike. They send labor into sweatshops because into different countries because other countries have smaller minimum wages, which creates them to have cheaper labor, which creates cheaper prices for products. With cheaper labor comes cheaper price items and cheaper price items like say comparable to like Levi's jeans and True Religion jeans. Levi's jeans are usually made in like sweatshops in Mexico, China, or India, when comparable to True Religion jeans where they're normally made in the US. You can notice the price difference being about $50 for the normal price or $240, $238 over here for a regular pair of True Religion jeans. Outsourcing is also able to create a more global economy due to labor being put into all over the seas. It creates more trade within the world for products, services, and goods, and creates job opportunities because labor is being invested to other countries. Although there are positives to outsourcing, there are also negatives that come with outsourcing jobs. Throughout outsourcing jobs, there are negative sides that happen to the United States. One main reason is unemployment. In this picture, from the U.S. Department of Labor and Forensic Research Incorporation, these are some types of job fields that you'd be studying right now. And these are numbers of people possibly taking a job because they're being outsourced into different types of countries. Observe, that could be someone else taking a job from what you're studying for over probably 4 or 5 years in here in San Jose State. Outsourcing also causes poverty, which also weakens the economy of the United States. Due to higher unemployment rates, it causes people to make less money, and with less income means poverty. And with little income means less spending, and also they become more um, they become more dependent on the welfare system of the government, which causes the government to spend more on taking care of the poor, when rather than to spend for education and transportation or innovation. Sometimes it could lead to spending a bigger deficit, which lowers down the budget of the United States. And having a large deficit is bad for the United States. All right. In conclusion, I hope you are able to understand the concepts of outsourcing. I hope my speech raised awareness of the negative and positive aspects of outsourcing. I bet next time you see a cheap price or made in China or made in India, made in Bangladesh tag, you realize the positives and negatives of outsourcing. Thank you for listening to my speech. Does anyone have any questions, comments,